Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 16 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. As you may know, BattleSpot is getting rid of the VGC 16 rule set on the special ladder, unfortunately, and they're replacing it with a singles rule set, so we won't really have any BattleSpot related content after tomorrow, since the rules change tomorrow. So a little bit bummed out about that, but some fun stuff planned for the future. First of all, Showdown content obviously will be coming back, since I still want some consistent way of getting battles in. I'm going to do my best to do best of threes with top players as well, especially with Worlds coming up, and then with the Sinnoh Classic coming up as well, basically, it's like a VGC 2008-2009 tournament. It's a throwback to the older VGC days. It's an online PGL tournament. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of content for that, actually, because it's a really fun VGC rule set. Things have changed a lot since then, especially with things like team preview being a thing and items not being able to be moved around. But, you know, I played VGC back in 2008 and 2009, so I'm pretty excited to try out this new VGC kind of format. I'll be probably uploading some videos on the channel as well. I'm going to build some teams within the next couple of days. So, look excited and stay tuned for that, because I think it should be pretty fun. And yeah, we're just gonna, finish off basically the season with Ramos's team, as I mentioned, just under the 1800 mark. So it'd be nice to conclude, the season with the rating of 1800 plus. But really, we'll see. Thanks to Ramos again for allowing me to use his team. And as always, if you enjoy Road to Rank, please show your support by leaving a like in the video. Would really appreciate it. It's been an honor and a pleasure being able to do this series for you guys for 2016. We're gonna find Charlie from Mexico with a rating of 1730 to kick off this episode. Charlie here is going to be rocking a pretty cool team, actually. Two Pokemon that are really underexplored in Aromatisse and Lilligant, surrounded by Xerneas, Groudon, Kangaskhan, and Crobat. So, Kangaskhan, Groudon, Xerneas, the most typical core, nothing too surprising there. And then Crobat, Aromatisse, and Lilligant, all support Pokemon, are super interesting. We saw Crobat get top 8 at US Nationals on the Groudon Xerneas core on Cedric Bernier's team, and normally we see something like Talonflame, like Cresselia, Bronzong, but instead Crobat, super bulky, Super Fang as an attack is a strong option. Aromatisse here is really interesting. What to lead with? Maybe Crest would be good here, to remind myself of the moveset. Psyshock being a thing and Trick Room being a thing makes me tempted to bring it. Like, Crest has a nice matchup against the Crobat here, which is the main reason why I want to bring it. Then again, it's Ho-Oh Mawile is my typical lead to go against these teams, and it doesn't seem that weak here. But then again, I don't know how fast the Groudon is, and if it's fast Eruption Dawn, that's a big issue. Okay, I'm going Ho-Oh Mawile, Ludi Rayquaza to no one's surprise. Like, Crest is good, but it doesn't do that much against Groudon, especially because it's Psyshock and not Psychic, so damage-wise I can't really do very much. I could set up a Trick Room, but this team isn't necessarily a Trick Room team either. It's like certainly not required. As we see Aromatisse and Kangaskhan. Oh, this is pretty perfect as a lead, I would say. Because I get the Intimidate off, Ho-Oh threatens the Kangaskhan, and I can just Iron Head turn 1. So this is really good. Not really sure what Aromatisse wants to do here. It gets access to moves like Trick Room, and its ability allows, you not to get taunted. But yeah, I'm not really sure what it wants to do here. I would say this is pretty ideal. I'm just gonna Sacred Fire, Mega Evolve, and Iron Head. He could protect Aromatisse and switch out Kangaskhan to something like Groudon, which I think is probably Charlie's best option. But he stays in, and I'm perfectly okay with that. He's probably gonna want to fake out Mawile, but it's like if you fake out Mawile, then your Kangaskhan gets hit by Sacred Fire, could get burned as well. And then you lose so much momentum. And if you fake out Ho-Oh, then I can just Iron Head, knock out your Aromatisse, Tailwind Protect next turn. So, yeah, let's see. Fake out comes out. I'm hoping onto Mawile. Yeah, okay. What does Aromatisse do? That's the question. Sacred Fire. Dang! That's the one bad thing that could have happened. Oh! I should have paid attention. I didn't see who Mega Evolved first either, because I'm a noob. Oh, that's so annoying. Because if that connects, then it's in Sucker Punch KO range. I mean, he's probably inclined to still switch out, though, because he's got Groudon. I think I still want to just Sacred Fire Iron Head, but I would probably switch like Kangaskhan out into Groudon right now, or Aromatisse into Groudon. No, I'm just going to still Sacred Fire Iron Head. That is some unfortunate miss. Ooh, Skill Swap. That's really neat. So, taking away huge power. That's a really good play. I don't mind that too much, though, because I get to burn a turn of Trick Room here. Oh, yeah, Mawaii's faster. Okay. Oh, that still does so much. Wow. Citrus, that's fine. Yeah. He's gonna Power Up Punch. But as long as I connect with Sacred Fire here, I can just target him and KO him next turn. So, that's fine with me. As long as I don't miss the Sacred Fire. Okay. His accuracy is like... hate it when the accuracy is good, but not... oh, wow, it's really bulky, actually. That's a problem. No burn either, which is unfortunate. Outplay Wolf will knock it out. That's so troublesome. If I were him, I'd return into the Ho-Oh slot. Wow, this ended up going from a perfect lead to a pretty bad position. I should have considered the skill swap, but not much I could have really done, but meh. I guess I'll just play rough Kang. And if, in case he doesn't knock out Ho-Oh with whatever he does, I can recover it off. Oh, he's got Helping Hand too. That's cool. Play rough connects. Yeah, almost knocks it out. He's gonna double edge. Maybe Mawile. No, he just goes into Ho-Oh. Helping Hand probably wasn't necessary then, but that's still a good knockout for my opponent. We trade knockouts there. Yeah, I mean, missing the first Sacred Fire was unfortunate. Not getting a burn either was unfortunate, but I'm not really going to complain too much about that. But from what was a perfect start, like I should have come out of this with a double knockout, not losing either of my Pokemon. So I'm a little bit, yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. But with Groudon coming in, I can just fake out Iron Head. Yeah. Or I could just switch out into Rayquaza and Scald. He might help it hand though. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the fake out Iron Head play. Still not in the worst of positions here. If he protects Aromatisse, that's actually really good. Or sorry, protects Groudon, because then I just get a guaranteed Scald buff, and then Mawile wins 1v1 against the Xerneas, but I don't think you have any reason to protect here. Let's see. If I had Sash on Rayquaza, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable right now, but obviously that's not the case, but Life Orb is really necessary on it, I think. It's really cool to see the Aromatisse, though. Not a Pokemon we see too often, but one that I think is actually pretty solid. Oh, he actually does protect Groudon. Interesting. What does Aromatisse do? Sorry, that doesn't work. Yeah, we saw its other attack, Heal Pulse there. So we know the whole moveset doesn't have any attacking moves like Moonblast. But, okay. Now Xerneas is gonna come out, I assume. Yeah, I can just switch out and Scald. Unless he crits me with a Fire Punch, or has Rock Slide and flinches me. So as long as I knock out Groudon, obviously Mawile just beats the Ludicolo. Although I suppose the issue is he could Geomancy here. That's actually troublesome. Still think I need to knock out Groudon here, though. Yeah, because then I could... this is actually going to be close if he Geomancies here. Yeah, he's Fast Eruption, or Slow Eruption, but Ludicolo has, survives that with ease. So, yep, knock out Groudon, that's good. And I assume Geomancy is going to come out. The issue is my opponent can't Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam at the same time, and Dazzling Gleam shouldn't knock out my Mawile. Oh, and he just Dazzling Gleams. That's going to be game. Cool. So the reason why I knew that would work out is because Ludi should be slower than Xerneas, so under Trick Room it should be faster, so I was able to use that to my advantage. Like, my main fear there is, if for some reason if Xerneas is slower, right, then he can just Dazzling Gleam and knock out my Rayquaza, which has Airlock, and that's obviously the biggest issue. I need Airlock up to be able to knock out the Groudon, but that worked out pretty perfectly. Yeah, he's going to Gleam again, but Mawile should be able to survive that, and Iron Head should be able to knock it out. Yeah. Even if it doesn't knock it out somehow, despite me being not at -1, then I could just Sucker Punch. But yeah, it's going to be a clean knockout. Close game, close game. That was a really cool Aromatisse there. And yeah, I mean, I felt like I had a really good start, and then it just, I mean, like from the lead, it was like, oh, this is so good, as long as the Groudon doesn't switch in at some obscure point, or, you know, I think my opponent kind of had to hope to switch in Groudon and kind of take advantage of that. Like, honestly, I think switching into Groudon like turn 1 and getting Trick Room off is really good, because then you could just go for Helping Hand Eruptions. And my team has nothing to deal with that. So honestly, I think if my opponent went with that strategy, I would have been kind of screwed right from the start. Especially because we saw his Groudon was faster than my Ludicolo under Trick Room, which isn't surprising, but sometimes, you know, Ludicolo does end up being faster. But yeah, that was a really close one there. And it was scary because the Kangaskhan was able to get the +1 boost. I was able to just knock out Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh has a pretty good matchup against Groudon and Xerneas, so a scary one there. I think my opponent also should have gone for the Geomancy. The biggest misplay was obviously the Heal Pulse Protect play. Like, I don't know if he timed out there, but that play obviously just doesn't make any sense, because like you can't Heal Pulse through Protect, and even if you can, like, I don't know what you're trying to Heal Pulse for, because you're going to be attacking first. So maybe just trying to sacrifice the Xerneas or sacrifice their Aromatisse, but like, I wanted him to protect there. I wasn't expecting him to protect, because I think he should just attack there with Groudon. Like, his best play was to just sack the Aromatisse and attack Groudon, so you get the Xerneas in for free, and then you could force a protect, and even if I switch out into my Rayquaza, you can just Dazzling Gleam. So we actually get a disconnect there. So let's just hop back on. But yeah, not much to say otherwise, honestly. Like, I think a lot of players like to just keep their Pokemon in or bred and fake out. I mean, I guess I had Mawile, and I guess I could just thread an Iron Head. But like, if you go fake out Mawile, Trick Room turn 1, turn 2 swap Kangaskhan out into Groudon, skill swap away from Mawile, then suddenly you have relatively healthy Groudon, and your Aromatisse will be able to survive because you take away huge power. And so it's like 80% Groudon, then you can kind of go for Helping Hand Eruption plays. But perhaps my opponent realized I don't have a great way to deal with the Ho-Oh, so I'm going to need to try to knock it out as quickly as possible. Kangaskhan did end up doing that. Helping Hand honestly might not have been necessary there, because my opponent did have Heal Pulse. Heal Pulse could have been a big deal if my opponent healed that Kangaskhan, but I'm not really sure. But it was really cool. Yeah, I think Aromatisse is underexplored in this format, and it's really good as well. Just because it's a nice Trick Room user, but you see that, you know, obviously bring Xerneas and Xerneas and Aromatisse against Mawile is really difficult. Crobat could have been interesting, not sure how much that really could have helped. And Lilligant would have been a cool Pokemon to see, although I don't think it's good at all against my team, specifically, because I could just go for Protect Brave Bird onto it with Groudon, or with Ho-Oh, I should say. Just because I've got Lumberry, so even if you put me to sleep, like, I'm fine. We're going to find Jux with the cool Rayogre team here. Kyogre, Rayquaza, Talonflame, Ferrothorn, Raichu, and Smeargle. So, interesting team comp. A lot of frail Pokemon, obviously, in Smeargle, Talonflame, and Raichu. But then, Rayogre is obviously always just a scary duo to play against. And normally it's like, oh, Ludicolo is so good, but then, like, Rayquaza's Airlock just negates the rain. So that happens a lot of the times, especially on my own end. And gives me some trouble. Let's see. Like, my main concern is because he's got Ferrothorn, I feel the need to bring Ho-Oh. And that stinks, because I don't want to bring Ho-Oh. Okay, I feel like my Rayquaza is still really important as a main means of offense. Maybe I won't bring Ho-Oh. But then I have to play super careful against Ferrothorn. Decisions. So it's like, I guess if I bring Ho-Oh and he brings Ferro, what's this fourth one gonna be? Kyogre? He might bring Talonflame. Maybe I should bring Ho-Oh. Who do I keep on the bench then, though? Ludi? No. This is so tricky. Maybe not Weavile? Oh, I'm running out of time. This is bad. Oh, I think I ran out of time there. I honestly didn't know what to bring though, so we'll see what the game gives me. Yeah, this is so tricky. The Ferrothorn's the main reason because I don't have a fire type attack on anything else, so it's like I would need a Dragon Scent, Foul Play combo it. So we see Talonflame Kyogre. I also wonder what kind of Kyogre set this is. I'm hoping it's actually Scarf Ogre. But given that no Drizzle came up, that's not going to be the case. Oh, we have Mind Games already. Because the question now is he just going to protect Tailwind turn 1? I don't have Faint. Or is he just going to, like, launch a Water Spout? Okay, so it gave me Ho-Oh. I'm okay with that. I feel like he's not going to bring Ferrothorn, though. And then it's going to make me silly for not having Ludi. But, I don't know. Like, Ludi, when both of your teams have Rayquaza, it just is not very good. And when your opponent has Talonflame. I really want to fake out play Rough Kyogre. The Protect is so obvious, but I have to make the right call here, honestly. If I don't, I'm screwed. I feel like he's going to make the safe play and Protect. He could have Quick Guard as well. Oh, this is so bad. I'm going to go in on this Talonflame. Please protect your Kyogre. Please protect. I was gonna fake out play rough, but actually I'm it's a 50-50. If I call wrong, I'm boned. Oh, he had Quick Guard. That's even worse. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that is not good. That is not good in the slightest. Oh, jeez. I have nothing for this duo with Quick Guard, because if I have Ludicolo, you can just Brave Bird and knock me out. Maybe Cress. Maybe Ludi. This doesn't do jack though. Like Ludi Mawile, but that's such a hard. Yeah, I think I just lose. Like, I'm trying to think what I could even possibly do against this duel with this team. Cress maybe. Like, could set up Trick Room and then Mawile could pull something off. But then the thing is, Cress can just get dunked on by Brave Bird Water Spout, even if like. I mean, I guess, and then I could try to play Rough Kyogre. But yeah, I mean, I should have considered this as a lead matchup. Even if I did, though, I really don't know what I bring. Okay, I suppose I'll switch into Rayquaza. He probably wants to Ice Beam me here. Maybe I could pull something off if I switch out into Ho-Oh and hope he Ice Beams. This is just so bad. Like, I definitely think I've already lost. That Quick Guard meant that there wasn't anything I could have really done. Like, nothing. Occasionally, back when I used Mawile on my Bronzong team that I won regionals with, like, I'd Sucker Punch Kyogre turn 1, just to reduce Water Spout damage and get a Trick Room up, but, like, Sucker Punch wasn't even an option, so, like, I could have maybe switched into Rayquaza, Foul Played. Yeah. I'm not giving up, but it's looking really bleak. Protects Kyogre. Oh, he's just gonna Tailwind, I think. Yeah. That's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, I'm gonna get 4-0'd without even dealing damage. Cybertron gets wrecked. Was there anything... Maybe, like, Cress was worth bringing, but I really didn't want to bring Cress against... Just, yeah, Rayogre in general. And Ferrothorn. And I felt like I needed Ho-Oh, but... I mean, like, Ludi would be nice, but Talonflame's Brave Bird just 1-hit KOs it. And now the question is he going to Ice Beam or Water Spout? I don't know. I'll just Brave Bird and... I don't know, Extreme Speed. This is a lost cause. Oh, I need Quick Guards too. Oh. Yeah. Maybe I can survive this with the airlock being up. Yeah, I actually do. That's cool. Rip, 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 rip. Yeah, I got absolutely destroyed. Really smart lead matchup from my opponent, though. Wow, that does a lot. That's definitely not bulky Kyogre in the slightest. So another extreme speed actually does knock it out, but now all my opponent has to do is quick guard and win. Oy vey. That was not a pretty game. If I had Feint does break quick guard, I believe, so I could pull something off if I had that, but obviously I don't. Okay, just give me one knockout here, man. I'll just foul play Dragon Ascent. Yeah, he has a quick guard here. Not gonna go for style points. I think he goes for Scald, actually. Yep. Get the safe knockout onto Weavile. Wow. I got my butt kicked. But yeah, this is where, like, Ho-Oh kind of falters, and this is why, like, if you don't have a Groudon on your team, it can be a lot of issues. You know, Groudon obviously can shut down Kyogre, and at least if I have Groudon, I can pressure Kyogre from not using water type attacks, but with no good resists other than Ludi, and with my opponent having Ho-Oh or Talonflame as well, like, there's not very much I can do. I feel like this is just a matchup that I really can't win, unless I play out of my butt. Like, Cresselia, bringing Cresselia, that's maybe the first change I would make in adjusting, because at least I can set up Trick Room then, and Mawile could potentially sweep. But then it's like, who do I give up? Maybe Ho-Oh, but then it's if he has Ferrothorn, like, Talonflame, Rayquaza, Kyogre, Ferrothorn, I think completely sweeps me regardless of what I do. There's nothing I can do against that, and I should have considered that. I mean, yeah, at least Crest can put on some offensive pressure, especially with Psyshock. So it's not unwinnable by any means. At least I pick up 2 knockouts in the end here, but this game is over from turn 1. And Quick Guard is a move that we don't see as often on Talonflame, but I think it's super good, especially with so much priority. And it protects Kyogre really well, because that means you can't Extreme Speed, Thunder Wave, or Sucker Punch it. And so it's guaranteed to get those really fast Water Spouts off. So, yeah, like, maybe Weavile Crest as a lead. Oh wait, never mind. Fake outs don't even do anything. So I mean, in a best of 3, at least I can know he has Fake Out or Quick Guard, so then I could like damage Kyogre with the foul play, or just go for a knockoff onto Talonflame. That's probably the biggest adjustment. So then there are mind games after them. But like turn 1, obviously I just got obliterated, regardless of what I could have done there. You know, it's hard to kind of predict Quick Guard there. And phenomenally played by my opponent. I mean, he made the perfect lead choice. I thought, like, if you just look at this comp, like Talonflame, Kyogre just blows through everything I could have. Maybe leading a Rayquaza. That's like the biggest change I could also consider in terms of lead matchups. But yeah, I mean, like if Talonflame doesn't have Quick Guard there, then it becomes a totally different game, especially if I call the prediction right, the 50-50 right turn 1. But with Quick Guard being a factor, like there's really not much I could have done with that lead matchup. So really well played by my opponent, knowing exactly what to do. And I mean, yeah, getting my butt kicked like that, it's not fun, but it was enjoyable, honestly, to see my opponent play that well and use this really strong core. So good game to my opponent. We're going to split this episode in 1-1, and tomorrow will probably be the very last episode of Road to Ranked for 2016. So thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's been a fun journey, and yeah, look forward to the final episode tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace.